Hello, hello! It's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. I'm so excited to share some projects with you. If you follow Stampin' Up, you know that it is almost time for a new catalog. In fact, demonstrators were already able to see the new catalog. I wish I could give you some spoilers, but honestly, I've only had 10 minutes to look at it. Seriously, I flipped through it waiting for my kids in a parking lot, and I haven't had a chance to look. It's just been that busy. Are you a demonstrator? Have you seen the catalog? Tell us what you think in the comments below. I'm super excited from what I did see. Everything looks amazing. I think there's a lot of versatility in this catalog. So many beautiful new stamp sets, designer papers, amazingly gorgeous from my quick view. It really is awesome. Well, whenever we say hello to a new catalog, we have to say goodbye to some favorites. And so tonight I am going to share with you a few items that really caught my eye on the last chance products list. And if you haven't seen my version, I made some changes to the last chance list so that it was a little easier to read. I reduced the number of columns by getting rid of some things, and highlighted the things that were on sale, and took out all the bundles and the collections and the French items. What else did I do? I just tried to clean it up and make it easier to read. So the link for this version is in the video description. It's tinyurl.com/2021 last chance. That will get you to this PDF so that you can print your own version, because holy smokes, look at all of that yellow. Yellow highlighting means that it is on sale, and they have discounts up to 75% off. What? Seriously, 75% off. Oh, I just returned. There we go. I'm trying to see comments, and I can see a bunch of you watching, but I'm not seeing comments. Hopefully, oh, there it is. All right. I see at least one comment. And I think maybe now I'm going to see them. I don't know. Facebook is so weird sometimes. Anyway, yellow things are on sale, up to 75% off. I'm going to try to keep my file updated with the things that are sold out. So I already did do an update because some of the things have already sold out, like the terracotta tile ink pad and cardstock, the pretty peacock ink pad and ink refill, the whale of a time designer paper. There were just a handful of things, but I'm going to try to keep my PDF updated. So make sure to check it out. You can shop in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. Everything on this list is while supplies last. So do not wait. Don't wait. If you've been eyeing any of these things, make sure that you order them now, because they're going to move fast, especially some of these huge discounts. So I want to start tonight by showing you a few of the items that really caught my eye as far as crazy discounts. Actually, this reminds me, I got a question from someone. And the BB here means beginner brochure. There's just 4 things that have the BB. And so this is what that beginner brochure looks like. It came out at the same time as the annual catalog, and this is meant for brand new stampers. There are some items in here that are exclusive to this brochure, and so that's why you've got the page number listed as BB. So let me just show you really quick in case you don't have this at home. These first few items, the Just Jade and Magenta Madness Classic Ink Spots, that's right here. It's just a little twosome of the little ink in 2 of the in colors. And then this 4-season floral stamp set is also one that doesn't appear in the annual catalog. This is retiring. And this mini set of flowers for every season, cards and more. It's just little 3x4 cards, and then note cards with pretty envelopes to put them in. They're too small to mail, but they're perfect for gift enclosure. So this is showing you how you can use the ink spots and the stamp set to create all those different cards. Okay, so that's what the BB means, beginner brochure. So these are the first 3 items that are on this page, and then the other BB is the cute fruit stamp set here on page 7 of the beginner brochure. So both of these stamp sets were brand new in this beginner brochure, so I'm really sad to see them go. And if you don't have them yet, then you definitely should take a look, because that stamp set 4-season floral is 60% off. It was $14 and now it's $5.60. What? Holy smokes. Here's the item number in case you want to get it. 152801. I love this set because it's got some versatile flowers for every season. And then we've got thank you, happy birthday, and for you. This is a little set. This is actual size, but when you put it all on a little stamp piece, it's kind of a tiny little set, but for $5.60, you cannot go wrong. The other thing that really caught my eye as a crazy discount, I'm sure you guys saw it too, this trio of tags dies, it's normally $16, 75% off, $4. You guys, $4. I don't think we've ever had a die set that was $4. In case you want to add this one to your collection, it's 150667. And I'm going to use this to make the first card, but I just want to show you this is all one die. So it cuts all 3 of those tags at once. And then we have some little accessories, the snowflakes and the pumpkins and the hearts. You know, I should show you really quick because this die set has coordinating stamp sets in the catalog. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, page 53 and page 63. So 53, let's do that first. Actually, let's do 63 first because this is the stamp set that first came out in the holiday catalog or the August to December mini catalog. And so you can see that there's Valentine's and Christmas and Halloween. So this was the first set that came out. And so when you use this die, you can cut out all of those stamp images at once. So this is one stamp, this is one stamp, and this is one stamp. And then the one die cuts them all out. Let's take a look at the other one because this one is more like everyday occasion. So we've got just all kinds of things. Congratulations. Well, hello. Today and always. There's a little zebra. Hip, hip, hooray. It's your day, which then has the 2-step images to coloring the flower and the leaves. And then this is for you, dude, and an empty tag to fill in with some of these things. So you can get these coordinating stamp sets. They are also retiring. Celebration of Tags 153307. And the other one that was the holidays is, let's go back to that one on page 63. There it is. Is Tags, 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 and that one is 150508. And so now it makes a little more sense since these originally came out together, why we've got snowflakes and pumpkins and hearts, because it went with this initial stamp set. Okay, whether or not you get those coordinating stamps, you definitely want to get this die set for $4 because, I mean, why not? So we're going to use that on a card today. We're going to use the 4-season floral. And the one thing that I love about the 4-season floral, I mean, besides the price, is that it coordinates really well with this Flowers for Every Season designer paper pack. This is a 6x6 paper pack. I showed it a lot around Christmas time, and it's got different designs featuring the in colors, and it's got flowers for every season. So you see the poinsettia, which coordinates with the poinsettia stamp. We see the tulips and the roses, and I don't know, all of sunflowers, daisies. So it coordinates really beautifully with this stamp set. And so we're going to use some pieces of this designer paper to make a quick card with the stamp set and the trio. Here's the item number 152486, and this is on sale for $6.90. So like, it's so crazy. This trio, let's see, this is like $11 and $17, and you get stamps and dies and paper. What? Like, it's so crazy. You really have got to check out these deals. Amazing. Don't right now, watch, and then go check out the deals. All right, let's cut our tags. I'm using Lucy. She's my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I just love how handy this is. Like, if you are traveling, or if you just don't have a lot of space in your stamp room, this mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is so perfect. And look at this trio of tags. Is a beautiful fit into our mini machine. So I'm just going to crank this through. I'm using the Whisper White, basic white. It's technically still Whisper White, but if you bought it right now, it would be called basic white. So it cuts out, like I said, all 3 of those little tags at once. So how awesome is that? It's awesome. Okay, we're going to use this little tag. And one of the things I love for beginners is the Whisper White note cards and envelopes. This is great for a quick card. It is a size that is mailable, so you don't have to put extra postage on it. It comes with a 3.5 by 5 card on heavy white cardstock. So this is not thin white. It's really good quality. And then we've got a beautiful smooth envelope to go with it, and so this can mail with a regular stamp. So we're going to, you know what, we should keep the envelope out and stamp on that too. You get 20 cards and 20 envelopes. Here's the item number. Oh, you know what, that one's not going to be right because now we have the basic white. I'll include the item number in the description because I don't have the flyer printed out right now. So I chose some of the Flowers for Every Season designer paper. I had some scraps here and I cut them down to 1 by 3 inch. So I just cut a whole bunch, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to use 4. And I know that's not, we always talk about doing things in even numbers and I know, or odd numbers. And I know that 4 is not an odd number, but I think that the tag will kind of work as our 5th element and create an odd number. So we're going to use some of these stamps from the 4 Season Floral. I've picked out So Saffron. It is Bumblebee that goes with this paper, but I wanted to keep the color a little soft so that it doesn't, I'm just going to use my last chance list here, so that it doesn't overpower the Just Jade. So I'm going to do the flowers over here. I love that sweet little image. And then Happy Birthday with the Just Jade. Oh my gosh, is that not just so cute? It's so perfect. Okay, this is such a quick card. You guys are going to love this. All right, the other thing I want to do is I'm going to customize some of the snail mail twine. So I'm going to use the white twine. It comes in a package of white and pink, and that's the snail mail twine combo pack, 154579. And I want, since we have a white note card, I want to make some Just Jade twine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color, let's get out our little mat. I'm going to color my twine with the Stampin' blends so that it is the color that I want, which is Just Jade. So I'm going to trim a little piece from my bow and then use the Just Jade Stampin' blends, and I'm just sort of rubbing that. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like it's white and jade. I'm just gonna run it through a couple times against the marker to color the twine. And you know what? I think it's okay that it has a little bit of white in there. Now, if it bothers you, like, I don't want to get my fingers inky, so I'm gonna just take and like I ran it through just a piece of paper so that it would get rid of like any extra ink, so it's not rubbing off on my fingers. So that, you know what, it's still gonna rub off on my fingers. Ah! Well, in a perfect world, we would let it dry, but I'm just gonna go with it. And I should have done that ahead of time. Well, let's let it dry for a second while we glue our card. The Stampin' Blend markers are alcohol markers, and so they dry pretty quick. I'm going to glue these down with some seal. You could also use the liquid adhesive. I always make a mess with that, and so I like to use the tape runner, the Stampin' Seal. Gosh, I'm still not seeing comments. I think it's just Facebook being weird. All I see is everybody watching. Well, I do apologize. Thank you, Eva. So I'm seeing like some comments, but I don't feel like I'm seeing everybody's comments. I'm not sure. Oops, sorry. That was getting crazy. And thank you, Susan, for reminding me to get my chamois wet. I actually had it wet already, and I saw your reminder right before I went live. You guys know I always forget, and then I don't have anything on the desk. Oh my gosh. All right, so what I'm doing here is I am just, okay, I am seeing, yay, I'm seeing more comments. Maybe you guys are just quiet tonight. I'm just gonna like sort of go at a slight angle with these, and I'm alternating going under and coming up, going under and coming up, just to kind of give some variation there. Okay, so that's the front of our card. Again, these are 1 by 3 inch pieces, and I saw Deanna's question, but she says don't answer right now. This is the silicone craft mat, and I just used it because you can wash it off when you're done, and so it was just an easy thing to rub the marker against without getting everything messy. Okay, so let's hope that this is dry enough, and I'm going to cut off that white end. I cut too much, but I always would rather have too much than not enough. So I'm just going to tie a bow at the top. I love these tags, but I almost wish that there wasn't a hole at the top, because then I could just put it on as a label. I suppose you could just leave it empty, the hole. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Okay, some Stampin' Dimensionals to stick it on our card. And we're gonna be done. That's how fast this is. It doesn't have to be, your cards don't have to be crazy complicated. They can be sweet and simple. And that is exactly what this card is, sweet and simple. Where did the envelope go? Let's just go ahead and add a flower on the envelope so that we can match. Boop. Oh, yes. Yay, let me see the hearts. Let me see the thumbs up. Do you love this card? I love these colors. I love this paper. I love this stamp set. And these tags are so stinking cute. Now, I could make more of the same cards. I can use other designer paper and other stamp images with these tags, but I'm just going to stop here with this one because you kind of get the idea. And I think you'll see how versatile this trio of tags is without me having to show you more cards with them. Let me show you, I have just a couple cards left over. I've sent a lot, but I did a little series of cards back in December using the 4-season floral. Oh, I just had a whole pile of cards fall. 4-season floral and the flowers for every season designer paper. And so I used some of the other images to make these cards with the designer paper. So you can do so many beautiful things with this designer paper, with this stamp set. And oh my gosh, this is the 2-inch circle punch. And you guys, I am a little bit devastated that Stampin' Up! Has retired all of the circle punches because you know I use them all the time. And so I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Let me show you on here. They're not on sale, but if you don't have circle punches, you need them. You need to go and order them right now before they sell out. Right here at the top, 2 inches, 1.5, and 2 1/4 are all retiring. No discounts, regular price. Get them while they last because I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, I don't know what Stampin' Up! Is doing. This is the 2-inch circle punch. This is the punch that I use the most on my shelf. And you guys know I usually don't keep my retired stuff. I'm not giving that punch up. Like, I'm not. I'm going to keep using it. I don't care. Oh, okay, that was card number 1. Let's put this aside and let's make another card. I always feel like I don't have room on my table. What is next? Oh, yes. Okay. I wanted to do something with another retired stamp set. So, or a retiring. Okay, so that, by the way, the annual catalog will come out May 4th. This catalog ends May 3rd. If you've been shopping with me, then do not worry, you're going to get a catalog. If you've not shopped with me before and you want me to send you a catalog, then make sure to go and put an order in my online store so that I will send you a catalog. But I will be sending catalogs in just a few weeks. I'll be sending them like the first or second week of April. I have to order them all and wait for them and then get them all packaged up. So it'll probably, I'm just going to say a solid mid-April. I'll be sending them mid-April and the catalog starts May 4th. So hopefully you'll get them soon. And yeah, if you're a demonstrator, you can view it right now. If you're a demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Is mailing your complimentary catalog right now. Bulk rate mail, so it may take a few weeks to get to you. So that's exciting. And if you're a demonstrator, you get to pre-order select items from the new catalog starting April 1st. Oh my gosh, I should have printed the cover to show you. It's so beautiful, but like I said, I have only had like 10 minutes to look at it. Well, today I want to make a card using Arrange a Wreath. It always makes me so sad. Do you see this little N with the red star? That means it was brand new in this catalog, and it makes me sad when they retire things that are brand new that we've only had for like a year. So this is one of those that if you don't have it, you should think about it. It's really versatile. It's got this beautiful wreath and then different sentiments. So we've got Christmas, Easter, best wishes, give thanks, happy heart day, and all the little accessory images. So you can create some really beautiful cards, and you can get this as a bundle. The Arrange a Wreath bundle. I double checked right before I came live, and the dies were in the online store. They were not on back order, so they are available. There's no discount for the stamp set or the dies, so just go ahead and get the bundle because that's where you're going to get the 10% off both the stamp set and the dies. And so I made this card last summer, and I was inspired by the card here in the catalog. I just kind of simplified it, and I used some of the new ink colors. So Just Jade, Bumblebee, and Magenta Madness. And so I wanted to redo this. I don't have a lot of stuff for Easter. And this has got the Easter eggs and the Happy Easter. So we're going to redo this card with some spring colors for Easter. So I picked out Highland Heather and Blushing Bride. And then we're going to do the Wreath in Pear Pizzazz. So here's our color scheme. And we're going to use the eggs and the Happy Easter. I did cheat and die cut some things ahead of time so that you wouldn't have to watch me do it. And I can't decide. I'm going to show you these on the wreath, and you guys are going to have to help me decide between the pink bow and the purple bow because I'm not sure which one I want to use. I also die cut a bunch of the Easter eggs in Blushing Bride and Highland Heather. Let me show you really quick. Look at all these dies. Like, wow. All these dies come in the die set. So there are 2 wreath dies. So this one's got more like the pointy leaves, and then this is sort of, I don't know the right word, like rounded sprigs and twigs. And then the stamp is 2 eggs together, and the die cuts them both out at the same time. So kind of like the trio of tags, but you get the double set. So it's like that with the hearts and the pairs as well. It cuts them both at once. So that's the die I used for that. And then there's a detail die for the bow, and there's 2 different pieces. You can have just the plain bow, or if you want a fuller bow, you can die cut that second piece. So that's what I used. And then I just put them together to make the fuller bow. So let's do that with glue dots. I just took, it like fits perfectly under that little center, and I just layered that together to create the fuller bow like that. So really super easy, and it looks so pretty on the wreath. So let's stamp the wreath. We're going to use the Pear Pizzazz, and if you want to remake this card, The measurements that I used, this square is 3 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches, I think. Oh, let me double check. I'll put the list in the video description when I'm all done. Yes, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And this is 3 inches by 4 3/4. Again, I'll put the measurements in the description. So if you want to remake this card, you can use my measurements. I know sometimes that is the hardest part, is just figuring out how to cut the cardstock, right? I feel like I struggle with that sometimes. I just sort of like, I stamp it and then I measure it, or I cut it out and then I measure it, and then I know for next time. I just eyeball it. And it gets easier with experience. This wreath is really big, so I'm using the biggest clear block to mount it on. And then I'm using the Pear Pizzazz ink. I love the photopolymer stamps because you can see right through them, and you can line it up. Oh, I dropped it. You can line it up on your cardstock and put it right down. Now, it is a little bit heavy and big, so if you struggle sometimes with shaky hands, you will probably find that the Stamparatus is a really great tool to have in your stamp room, because you can easily flip over the lid, like the plate with a stamp on it, and not struggle with such an odd, heavy, large block. Okay, so I'm just making sure that all the stamp has made contact with the paper. I'm going to peel it off. Boop. That is a perk of the Stamparatus, is that if you missed a spot, you can go back, you know, and like either re-ink it or just put the plate back down if you've got your cardstock on with magnets, and you can just re-ink over the spot that missed. So definitely a big perk of the Stamparatus. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We've got all these eggs, and I thought that we could do like a cluster, or maybe let's mix these up a little bit. So there's polka dots and there's stripes. I was thinking either we could do 3 clusters, or we could do like 1 cluster, and then we could just do some single eggs. And then the bow in the corner. So this is where I need your help. Do we do a purple bow, or should we do a pink bow? So leave me a comment and let me know. Let me show you again how the card is going to lay out. So the Highland Heather is our card base, and then the Blushing Bride is going to go in the middle. So I love that the Blushing Bride kind of pulls in from the cardstock, but I worry that it's such a light color that it like, does it get lost? So then I thought maybe the darker one would be better, but I'm not sure. Let me see what you guys think. So Susan says pink. So glad I can see your comments, at least some of them. Oh, we have 2 Susans, and they both say different things. Susan Ferguson says pink, and Susan Saunders says purple. Marion likes the purple. Becky likes the purple. Nancy likes the pink. Kim, hi Kim, says purple. Eva says purple. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, that the purple shows up better. You guys are really split, though. Like, I feel like we're going back and forth. Pink, 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 purple, purple, purple. Maybe some more votes for purple, but maybe if I leave the pink up there, you guys will change your mind about pink. Let me do a quick count. So 1 pink, 1 purple, 2 purples, 3 purples, 2 pinks, 4 purples, 5 purples, 3 pinks, 6, 7, 8 purples, 9 purples, 4 pinks, 10 purples. Ooh, layered. That might be too much though, I think. I think we start losing the simplicity of the card. Yeah, but Lori's saying she doesn't really see either bow, that both of them are kind of like, you know what, let's just try this really quick, because that that Pear Pizzazz maybe is too dark. So let's do a quick clean, and let's try soft seafoam. That might be a better option to see the bows and the eggs on top a little more. So let's give this a try. This is a really soft green, but that might be just what we need. The pink is too pale. Okay, let's line this up. Let's see, maybe this will do the trick. Maybe we'll like this better and everything else will. Okay, Cheryl says, if you do pink bow, move the eggs so the pink eggs aren't next. Yes, definitely. We'll have to arrange that so that the purple, yeah, I think that helps to make the bow stick out a little bit when it's not right next to the same colored eggs. Okay. Ooh, God, that's so pretty. This is the soft sea foam. It's almost so hard to read because it's so light, but it does stamp. It does stamp a lot better. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna put them next to each other here. You know what? Look at this. Look what I have. I have double cut. Let's add some eggs. I know what you guys are gonna say now that I brought in the other one. Just make them both. I will. Polka dots and stripes and polka dots. More purple eggs if we use the pink bow. So right now we've got 5 eggs, but what do you guys think of the clusters? Like, do you think we should do, like, should we do 3 clusters? So the inspiration card, or at least my original one, I had 3 flowers and then the bow. But the eggs, I just feel kind of stuck on whether to do them like individually or if I should do them as a little mini cluster. And what do you guys think of the lighter color? Do you like that better? I think I kind of do, and it makes the eggs pop a little more. I'm seeing a lot of you guys like the second one. So with the pink bow, yes. And the clusters, I've got too many variables that I'm asking you about. Purple best. You know, maybe we will just like glue them down and make them both. So my plan was to have the, just like in my inspiration, to have the Happy Easter be the same color as the bow. God, that just really finishes it off, don't you think? I feel like it makes it fills it up a little bit. So let's, I don't know, should we do pink over there too, or should we try the purple? Let's try the purple, because why not? Oh, so pretty. You can't go wrong, right? Either one. Okay, I'm seeing some feedback on the clusters, and you guys definitely sounded like you like the clusters. So, unfortunately, the next pink that we have, I feel like is just, Jerry's saying the pink is still too light. This is the next pink that we have, and I feel like that's too dark. I love the pastel for Easter. Rococo Rose would be really pretty too. That one is a retiring color. That one is a little, it's like dusty, right? So like a dusty pink. That would be pretty. But you know what? It's stamped. So we're just going to glue it down. And you can always make your eggs in any color that you want. Hey, that reminds me of a question. My kids love to color Easter eggs. Do you guys dye and color Easter eggs at your house? You know, where you color them, you hard boil them and then color them. My kids are getting older, but that's something that we still enjoy doing for Easter. And it's always fun to make little designs. I think I'm just going to go glue dots on all of the eggs. And then maybe dimensionals on that. Okay. You know, one of the things I was thinking about, speaking of Easter eggs, and I was going to do this and then I decided to do the Arrange a Wreath card instead, is making Easter eggs with the balloon punch. Let me grab it. I feel like I showed this a while ago. So this is the balloon bouquet punch. It is also retiring, and it's not discounted. I just picked a scrap, so our eggs are going to be yellow. And I guess I should have done white, whatever. Then you can just trim off that like balloon part, and look at that. Now you have an egg or a chick. Doesn't it look like a little chick body? Well, now that they're yellow, they look like chicks, but, you could make Easter eggs this way and then have like some grass. Now I feel compelled to make a little chick. Okay, I'm going to just put that aside. And put that aside. I'm making a mess. Let's focus. Okay, so we said we liked the purple egg next to the pink bow. And we're going to do the little clusters. Let's see. Oops. Guess it doesn't matter. Happy Easter. Oh my gosh, this card is so pretty. Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't think that I make cards without Stampin' Dimensionals. I think I always have some kind of Stampin' Dimensionals on my card. You know, I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to add more. This is such a big square. I feel like I want to have some stability so that the card isn't just like falling in. The dimensionals need to do something, so I want them to make the card stick up. Okay, that's going to go right in the center. Like that. Oh, that's really pretty. And you know what? You guys don't want to watch me glue the other one down, right? I'm going to glue this down later. I'm just going to put it aside. I'm going to put all my little, put them back in there. Boop. I'll glue this one down later, but we've got our finished card. So tell me, I always love to do that, this or that. Do you prefer the Easter version with the eggs and the lighter colors, or do you like the bright, bold flowers? And again, this was the Arrange a Wreath stamp set. So that has all the images that we used, and then the amazing dies. I think these were just on back order recently, but they're back in stock while supplies last. So don't miss out if you've been wanting this one, because you will be sad to miss it. Becky says this. Yes, the Easter one today. Maybe a different time of year, the pink flowers. Oh, Bonnie likes them though. I mean, they're so pretty. Again, you can't go wrong. Make them both, right? Get the bundle, make them both. You can make wreaths for all different occasions. Now this, when I first thought, I thought of like a crate, right? And then we've got pairs. So I thought you could put the crates in the pairs, but there was a sample in the catalog. Let me pull it back out and show you. There was a sample in the catalog that showed it as a sign. And I thought that was really clever. Oh, I just had it and then I lost it. Here it is. So they used that image to make a sign over the wreath, and I thought that was really clever. So in this one, it's die cut flowers, die cut wreath, and then the center is stamped and die cut. I love mixing in the little flowers on the wreath with the eggs. Really, really pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys need that one. If you don't have it, you definitely need it. Add it to your list because you're going to want it. How about another Easter project? today I had my in-person stamp club and we made a card. I just got this. I wasn't going to. Do you guys do that? I wasn't going to get this Springtime Joy stamp set, but then honestly somebody else ordered it and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Actually, it was Mom. Well, I did have somebody order it, and so I just ordered two, one for her and one for me, but I was at Mom's last week, and she had made those really cute tags with the lamb, and so I couldn't resist. I had to get it. So this one, the Springtime Joy, is actually in the January through June catalog, and I'm going to just pause my demonstration for a minute because I want to remind you that the January through June catalog goes through June 30th. Usually this time of year when we have the retiring list for the annual catalog, the mini catalog is ending at the same time. And this is actually a month earlier than normal. They made a big change with the mini catalogs, and so the mini catalogs now go for 6 full months. So we're only in the middle. We still have 3 more months left of the mini catalog. So there is not a retiring list yet for the mini catalog. Now, some demonstrators who've seen the catalog have seen if these stamp sets will carry over into the annual catalog. However, for the fall catalog, Stampin' Up! Did carry over some things from the fall catalog to the fall catalog. So I don't know if they're going to do the same for this catalog. I don't know if there's things in this catalog that will come back to the next January through June catalog. So I'm not making any, like I know for sure which one of these things will be in the annual catalog, but it's possible that others will still come back. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying we don't know for sure yet. And this catalog does go through the end of June, June 30th. So there's plenty of time to get these things. These are not while supplies last yet. You don't have to worry. You can order. There are some things that are on back order and a few things that are not orderable. But the catalog still has 3 more months. We're only in the middle. And so you don't have to rush and be frantic about the things from this catalog that aren't in the big catalog because there's still some time. Okay, the Wreath set is from the annual catalog, and that is retiring. So it is on this, this last chance list. It's not on sale, but it is on the list. The Arrange a Wreath that I just showed you is going to retire, and it's while supplies last. So if you want the Wreath, do not wait. Definitely get that. If you're thinking about stuff from here, I would prioritize this now, and then you still have a few months for this. So if you're ordering right now, focus on this list. Get these things that you want before they go away because you have a little bit more time with this. Okay, are you ready? Let's make a card. We're going to use this cute little lamb, and I did pair it with the Ornate Garden designer paper, and this is from the annual catalog. But I just thought it was so fun for spring. And so I pulled it in because this is a standalone stamp set from the mini catalog, which means that there's not coordinating designer paper, there's not coordinating dies. It's just by itself, the Springtime Joy stamp set. So that gives me some flexibility to bring in some other paper. So I've got Ornate Garden paper and the Ornate Flowers embossing folder. These are both in the annual catalog. This one's going to carry over, and this designer paper is not. In fact, it's on sale. This 12 by 12 designer paper pack is on sale for $6. Like, that's, I think, 60% off. Let me see. It should be right here. Oh, for some reason, this paper is in the middle of the stamp sets. I think somebody goofed. So the Ornate Garden designer paper, normally $15, 60% off. It's $6. This paper is so pretty for spring. Let me show you some of the other patterns. This is a specialty paper, so we've got some foil accents and just really pretty spring colors. Bumblebee, terracotta tile, Calypso coral, pear pizzazz, mint macaron, old olive, early espresso. So beautiful Beautiful pattern, so great for spring. So we had, this was an early release last spring, and so you may have this already in your collection and you've maybe just forgotten about it. So it's time to bring it back out because it is perfect to mix and match with some other stamp sets like this one. So we're going to stamp the lamb and color it in with some Stampin' blends. I've really come around on these Stampin' blends. For so long I just resisted coloring altogether, and now I feel like I've just embraced it. I feel like I color almost everything now, which is just so crazy to me. Oh, I'm also going to stamp on my big one. Oh, I'm going to stamp the little, the bunny, because, you know, I just couldn't resist. Both of these critters are just so cute. So I'm doing that. And then I've got, this one says Welcome Spring. I'm going to put that at the top. Of the inside, I've been really trying to make an effort to stamp the inside of my cards. And so I say that, but I didn't stamp anything for that one. Whoops. No one's perfect. I'm still trying. Okay, but this one's going to have an inside, and we're going to do some quick coloring with the Stampin' blends. The colors I picked out are light and dark Calypso Coral, light Old Olive, and then this is Ivory. And so it's not a pair, it's just by itself. I think it might be paired with bronze now that I think about it. It used to be by itself. And this is so perfect for the lamb. The lamb's face, right? Because lambs usually have like, well, they don't have all the fluffy fur on their face. At least this one doesn't. And for the fluffy fur, what is going to be more perfect than Wink of Stella? This does not show up very well on camera, but in my kitchen when we used it this morning, like, oh, it just shimmered so beautifully. So I know you can't see it very well, but if you have Wink of Stella at home, you know how fun it is to add, especially to like bunnies and lambs like this. It just adds that fun sparkle. Okay, so the paper has some different shades of the flowers. So I'm going to do some of the flowers in the light pink. This is Calypso Coral that I'm using. And some of them in the darker Calypso Coral. I just realized I kind of did this backwards. That's okay. I'm going to have the lighter one be in the background and do every other. And then the darker one is going to be the bigger one. And you could add some shading if you wanted to, but these flowers are pretty small. So I'm just gonna stamp or just color in just one solid color, just the light and the dark. And I'm just mirroring the flowers on the bunny is gonna just be the same. I'm gonna add a little boop in the middle of the light colored flowers. And then the green. This is the light Old Olive. You know what? My light Old Olive, I don't know if this is all of them, but my light is really light. So I'm going to bring in the dark one because the that's almost too dark. The dark the leaves in the designer paper are very dark, so I think that goes a little better. Oh my gosh, they're so sweet. Now you see that I messed up on that one, but I plan to cut this out anyway, so I wasn't really worried about my overstamp. As I said, there are no dies for this stamp set. However, it is really easy to fussy cut. This one isn't too intricate, and you don't have to cut them out, but I just really want to kind of highlight this image and make it the star of the card. So I'm choosing to just give it a quick cut. And whenever I fussy cut, I try to just hold my scissors in my hand in one place and move the cardstock to come where I need it. I find that it makes for a smoother cut when I'm cutting around the image. Okay, easy peasy. He's just going to stay right on the paper. And this one is going to come, and I like it to be like it comes, you could stamp it, it's a tight fit, but he's going to kind of just pop up a little bit. Now I want to add a little color here because this is such a bright, fun spring card. So I'm going to take the Stampin' Blend and just color over and highlight some of those words. So may the new life of spring bring you joy. Isn't that sweet? This one is going to have some designer paper in the middle. This is kind of like the wreath card that we did with a piece in the middle that's long and skinny. And then we're going to do the designer or the embossed piece here. Eva says, how about some blush? I'm so afraid I'm going to mess this up. Some blush. Oh my gosh. I'm so afraid I'm going to mess it up that I feel like I want to practice really quick. I love the idea, but if I screw it up on the one that I just colored, I'll be mad at myself. So let's see what we think here. I'm going to do, I'm going to do the face in ivory. And I smeared a little bit there. Whoops, this is just our practice one anyway. Did I do that right? What do you think? I don't know. I'm not sure I like it. I'm just going to leave it. But I love the idea. Thank you, Eva, for encouraging me to try that. Okay, so this embossed piece is 1x4. This is going down toward the bottom. And then this is going to go on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And, oh no, I'm going to do the dimensionals under the lamb. So let's just do regular adhesive on this one. So right about here. So we get a little bit too young for blush. A little bit of that embossed layer poking through. I kind of wish I stamped that over just a little bit, but I think it's perfect. And then we're going to add some pearls to the centers of the flowers because I just felt like this card needed something, and the ribbon seemed like too much. So I'm just going to do some pearls in the middle of the flowers. Oh, I just flung that one across the room. Okay. Oh my gosh, isn't that sweet? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Let's go ahead and glue the inside. Welcome spring. Oh, I'm so happy it's spring. I'm ready for some sunshine. That's our last card, you guys. Let's review. We made some fun cards, and I only colored on one of them. So we started with the note card. I used the trio of tags, which is on super clearance. I used the flowers, 4-season floral, which is also on super clearance. We colored the twine with some Stampin' Blends to create our Just Jade twine. This is a note card, so you can get that note cards and envelopes. They're a little bit smaller than a regular card, but they still mail with regular postage. Then we did arrange a wreath, and we created this really cute Easter card, and we finished off with the lamb. I love that ornate garden and the fun little wreath of flowers on their head. Tell me, which one do you like best? I kind of stuck with a spring theme today because I just wanted to celebrate spring. So maybe you love them all the same, but if you have a favorite one over the other, leave a comment and let me know. I would really love to see which one you guys prefer. That's going to be it for me tonight. I'm just going to encourage you one last time to check out the Last Chance product sale. This is at juliedavison.com/shop. Use my host code and order $40 or more to get a free gift from me at the end of the month. So many great things on sale, some of which we use tonight. And if you want a copy of this easy to read list, I put the link in the video description. So you can download this if you just find it easier to read and to see the things that are on sale. Whether you're a demonstrator or not, you can download that list and use it for your reference. We've got this sale will go on through May 3rd, which is the end of the annual catalog, but it's all while supplies last. So do not wait to put your order in. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm seeing your comments come through, and I know that I missed quite a few at the beginning, so I'm going to go back and will respond to your comments. But I really am so happy that you joined me. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. I got 2 beautiful cards in the mail, and I wanted to share them. So let's move our cards aside and do a quick mail call. Oh my gosh, these cards were so amazing. One of them actually came the week before, but then I was at Mom's, and so I couldn't share it. I think it was this one from Susan Ferguson that came. Oh my gosh, I love the die cut flowers and this beautiful butterfly bijou designer paper. And Susan, thank you so much for your note. Like, that seriously is the best part of receiving these cards from you guys. I love that Susan lined the envelope too. Like, it's so much fun when they match and coordinate. So thank you, Susan. And this one too, this is from Robin Satterwhite. And Robin, I really enjoyed your message inside too. Robin shared how she and her friends watch together every Thursday night. And it makes me so happy that you guys have grown closer and enjoyed visiting and chatting while you watch me stamp, and that we can all do this together. So thank you so much, Robin, for this fun card with the hot dog. It really, truly made my day. Thank you all for being here and joining in. You make my day by joining me every Thursday night. So thank you. Come back next week, 7:10 p.m. Central Time for Thursday night stamp therapy. I do have some paper pumpkin projects that I will probably go live and share sometime before next Thursday. So I'll try to give you a little bit of warning, but just be on the lookout for that video. This kit is really fun and I can't wait to play. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. Have a great weekend and happy stamping.